Everybody shut up and action. Alright, let's talk about a movie called Whiplash, because this movie was absolutely beautiful. I watched this movie very recently. I know it's a really old movie and it's probably one people love as well, but this movie was absolutely gorgeous. The entire story is basically about this one guy who really loves drums, loves playing music, loves playing the drums, and wants to play for a band. I don't know I forget what the exact band's name is, but the guy wants to play for a band that's held in one of the most prestigious and best colleges for the music industry, or people who want to play classical jazz music. I feel that's like the main portrayal of the school, and like they want to play music at this high level. He wants to be the core band member, which is essentially the band member who plays for the band, because there's only one drummer in the band, right? He wants to be the core member that plays the song when they compete in the band competitions. He doesn't want to be the alternates that's just sitting on the side flipping the pages for the core member. So he works his butt off. This is the entire story of a guy working his butt off to reach the unrealistic expectations and be one of the great musical beings of the century, and wants to study at the school and play for the core member of this band and claim the acknowledgement of his band conductor, the instructor he had for his band, because that's the person who he admires a lot. He has a lot of respect for and really wants to impress. And this is the entire story of the tough relationship between the instructor and the student, and his entire journey of trying to be one of the greats. Honestly, it is one of the best movies I have seen. It was absolutely gorgeous. The entire character, the character designs, the entire character personalities, the character developments, the unveiling of the storytelling, how everything progresses. Everything about this movie just hooks you in so well. The character, you follow him, you're emotionally attached to him, you're emotionally attached to his journey. The instructor, you're attached to him, you're attached to his desires, his rough attitude. A lot of people will be like, okay, this guy should not be teaching the way how hard he is, how rough he is. This is the type of guy who will cause kids to want to end themselves because he is way too rough. But at the same time, when you're someone who wants to be one of the greats on whatever you do, you know this is the type of person you want. You admire him, you respect him, because the way he is rough on you is what will create the greats. You can be absolutely amazing at music, at sports, whatever it is, but if you don't have the instructor who will take you to another level and push you further, you will not be one of the greats. And greats does not mean, oh yeah, I am absolutely fantastic, I play basketball, I do this, I do that, I am absolutely amazing. Being one of the greats does not mean you're good. It means that you will be remembered throughout time. You are a timeless entity. People like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, in the world of sports, because that's where kind of I focus more. But like in the world of sports, Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, those are the type of players who will be remembered throughout time. Like, I mean, yeah, you can be absolutely amazing. Like, look at players like Wilt Chamberlain. I don't even know a lot of players because I'm not like deep into watching these sports. I prefer playing. But like, there are a lot of players who have done outstanding things in these sports, but unless you're a big fan of these sports, you're not going to remember their names. You're not going to know their names. The people who know whose names are the greats are people like, it's just common knowledge to know their names regardless of whether you watch the sport or not. If you live in this time and era, you will know who LeBron James is. You will know who Steph Curry is. Maybe not by face, but you will know their names 100% because of how great they are. You know Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar by name. You don't have to know them by person, but you can know them by name, and you will know them by name just because of how influential they are at the sport and how good they are in general. That's what it means to be great. And being great requires your own dedication, hard work, passion, and a degree of talent. But like, talent isn't everything in this world. But yeah, and this entire movie is essentially about the relation between a guy who wants to play music and be one of those greats, like Louis Armstrong. And there's a lot of relations to another musical entity called Charlie Parker. And there's a lot of relations between those guys and the entire story of how he wants to develop, how Charlie Parker became one of the greats because of his instructor and how rough he was on him, which led him to work harder and become one of the greats. And now you have this guy who wants to be one of those greats just like them, and he respects his instructor because of his harsh attitude and just how prestigious his band is and how well he performs, and he wants to impress him. And it's this entire sort of toxic relationship between one guy and him, and how he's going to push him as far as he can. And then there's other developments in the story that just takes you on a joyride. It is honestly one of the most beautiful, compelling stories that really hooks you in. And honestly, I really love Fletcher's character. There are points where I'm like, I need to find someone Fletcher to train me if I want to ever be one of the greats in sports, even though I'm starting to try and take it seriously very late in my life. But like, I need to find my own Fletcher. I need someone like Fletcher. And then at the end, it's like, oh my god, the entire developments and twists on these characters, like, maybe I don't want a Fletcher. Oh, I do. And then at the end, no matter what, it's like, I really want my Fletcher. I want someone who's Fletcher, who maybe not has his, like, ending personality traits, but, like, for the most part, I want someone who can push me that hard and is willing to push me that hard, because I definitely need that kind of help. But holy crap, this entire story takes so many dramatic turns, and the ending, I hate the ending so much because it leaves you so open-ended out of nowhere, where you have like a million different possibilities of how it could have gone, and it leaves you open-ending for you to think on those, which is absolutely beautiful, but at the same time, it pisses you off so much because you want to know what happens, and you don't want to just think of, oh, yeah, this could have happened, and just imagine what happens. You want it to be told to you, but honestly, at the end of the day, the entire storytelling, everything about this was beautiful. The shots, cinematography, the design, the lighting, every single aspect of this, the sound, every single aspect of this movie is absolutely gorgeous from a technical perspective. The acting performances were just chef's kiss right there. Absolutely stunning. Is this movie immersive? Yes, at times it is extremely immersive, and it hooks you in so much with these characters and the emotional impact they have on you, emotional attachment that they bring out of you towards them. It makes you desire, so if you want to be someone who's someone great like that in whatever field, it makes you desire for someone like Fletcher to kind of immerse themselves in real life, to guide you and push you towards what your achievement. Like, I want to play soccer, I want to play basketball, but like, I need someone like Fletcher to push me, but like, I'm working hard on my own. But like, your own hard work isn't enough. You need someone who can guide you with their experience and their desire to push you to become one of the greats as well. This movie was absolutely stunning, beautiful, amazing. I give this one a solid 95%. It was an absolute gorgeous watch. I loved every second of it. Definitely want to check out for sure. So be sure that you do. Peace.